What's up, YouTube? Hudson Fan 15. I'm back with a contest response for that guy, Puff Bear 359. He's doing a contest. You name your three favorite sports numbers. So what they mean the most to you and why. I took the last contest off because I'd won the previous one, but I'll jump back in and support Dave here. I've got three that I picked out. I have three main PCs, so I took one from each in three different sports. The first one's going to be 64. 64, UFC 64. And that was when possibly the greatest cage fighter ever, Anderson Spider Silva, defeated Rich Franklin. Basically out of nowhere. He had like one fight before that in the UFC against Chris Lieben, and ever since then he has not lost. Most consecutive victories in the cage, most consecutive title defenses. Just an amazing fighter, an amazing story. So I will not forget UFC 64 for that reason. And there's not a lot of good numbers for that sport. Obviously, every event has its own number, but that one specifically is one that I remember. The other one I was considering was 100, and that was when Dan Henderson knocked Michael Bisping clean out in an amazing knockout that I replayed over and over and over again. But no, this one's more important and more impactful. For football, it's a tie here, so I had to do two. He said it was a minimum of 3. 5 and 41. That's the two Colts Super Bowls. Obvious reasons I was not going to pick Peyton Manning's number 18 this week, but like I said in my previous video, I was a Colts fan before. I'll be a Colts fan after. Super Bowl 41 was excellent for me. Watching that. Yes, I was a little nervous when Devin Hester returned the opening kick for a touchdown, and the sloppy conditions were not conducive to what the Colts typically did. But I did watch that Super Bowl quietly at home with my wife. Didn't go out and get rowdy or party or anything like that. But that was and that one specifically because I watched it live. But then the Super Bowl 5 had a lot to be proud of as well, and why last year I firmly blame on ownership for last year's complete disaster for the Colts, because they should have learned the lessons of their own team's history and had a credible backup on hand. And finally, you all knew this was coming. 15, it's the Hudson Fan 15, Huddy's chosen Major League number. I believe he's worn it most of his career, but he came up, he was number 52, but obviously now he's been 15 since the 2000 season. So, keeping the background up there. He is a favorite player in baseball all time, and couldn't have picked a better number. I think it's a nice number. It's low but not too low. It's not a single digit. I don't want to get in the whole numerology thing and 23 and what, like that Jim Carrey movie and all. But yeah, it's just it just seems right, and I don't know, maybe it's because it's been beaten into my head because I've seen 15 on everything I've collected for the last decade. But yes, so Dave, thanks again for the contest. Thanks for I didn't know about the 359 being the badge number, so that was a nice piece of information come out of that video. Thanks as always for the contest. Maybe we can meet up at one of the shows coming up soon. I think Nick is doing Meriden tomorrow, but I'm definitely not making that. But maybe sometime in the future. Alright, YouTube, go subscribe to Puff Bear 359 and do a video response for his what three numbers in sports mean the most to you. Alright, YouTube, peace.